Sunday, everybody. And I hope it is a happy Sunday, and I hope that you're staying connected to your breath, that you're practicing the lion heart breathing. It's really important, okay? And I mean this in the best way, but if everybody else is going to go crazy and insane, let them. And if you think this is all about the coronavirus, I don't believe so. If you think this is all about the 5G, I don't think so. Are they real? Yes, they are. But if you think it's all about that, I don't think so. I think there's more behind it. And I think if you were to pull the curtains back and you'd find out who the puppet masters were, I think you'd be very surprised. Anyways, that's not why I'm here. We're here to talk about what? Ear infections, tinnitus, okay, and loss of hearing. Okay, so I don't know if you realize that eye problems, hearing problems, have gone through the roof. It's like a pandemic. Well, because of the blue light with the eyes, and because of all the inflammatory foods, and because we really think we drink water, but we really don't drink water. We really think we have a good diet, but we really don't have a good diet. We really think we're calm, but are we truly calm? Do we have control of the moment? Anyways, let's talk about ear infections, tinnitus, and loss of hearing. Okay, first of all, ear infections. Well, no wonder kids have ear infections because parents don't think that dairy is actually cheese or yogurt. They think it's just milk. And the reality is that I'm just going to say this right now. I truly mean this. We are all family. I truly love everyone, and you're truly asleep. You're truly asleep if you think that you're the master of your life, and you're truly asleep if you think that those in power are actually not trying to take your power away. When you take a look at it, just the ear infections, let's talk about that. That would be mainly children, wouldn't it? And that's because their parents are what? Giving them treats. That's because their parents are giving them lots of gluten, wheat products. That's because their parents are giving them lots of dairy. Okay? Everybody thinks that yogurt's healthy for you, but it's not. Not if it's made from cow's milk. Let's get this perfectly clear. Cow's bacteria is no good for you. Dairy's dairy, and it's awful scary. And dairy's one of the most inflammatory products. And guess what? Most kids will have ear infections, and they will even become diabetic because their parents are feeding them dairy. And if we had a government that really cared, and if you thought that people really cared about you, you would never see cow's milk coming into your house. Because of the casein in there, you can't even break it down. And I would love someone to challenge me on this, because haven't you had enough yet? There's lots of other things you can do, like drink almond milk, like drink oat milk, like drink coconut milk. You can even make your own. Okay, so understand, have you had enough? Have you freaked yourself out enough? Have you just eaten what the government tells you to eat because they're told by corporations on what you should eat? You would never be sick if you ate the right foods, okay? End of story. So now with children, they're going to get tons of ear infections because they're inflamed. And they're inflamed because of their inflammatory diet, because their parents have inflammatory beliefs. End of story. Okay, next thing, tinnitus. Well, we know we get tinnitus because of too much sugar, too much alcohol, too much dairy, but guess what? Well, here's the scary part. It's actually the Wi-Fi. It's actually the EMF. Now the 3G, and once we go to 5G, your ears are going to be ringing because it's all about a frequency. Did you ever go to yourself, I can hear some ringing, but I don't hear anything ringing. I don't hear anything ringing. Well, I'm very sensitive to it. I can go into a place, and if I didn't take and wear my bodyguard and my protector, take my protector and use my Wi-Fi in my room when I go to lecture, I would get migraines, blow my freaking head off. And I've always had a weakness in my ears, okay? All right? So understand, I know what tinnitus is, and I know many people have it, and they're going to go crazy about it, and then eventually they're going to lose their hearing. All right? How many people are getting hearing loss now? And I know men usually get hearing loss because they don't want to hear the women speak anymore, chat, 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 because men don't understand that women are emotional and they want to talk about things, so men just close off, right? They have selective hearing. Anyways, let me go back to what we're here for today. Here's the reality. The reality is that there's going to become more hearing problems because we don't restrict our diet enough, and because the 5G is coming, and because there's so much Bluetooth and there's so many cell phones around. So here's what you do. Are you ready? Okay. So I'm going to give you the best ear program to reverse your hearing, to get rid of tinnitus, to get rid of inflammation and infection. And if you do what I say, my extension's number 5, challenge me. This is the best protocol you're going to do. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a bottle, and this is our essential oil bottle here. And this one here is, it's called Ear Clear. And it has an edge on the bottom, and it has an edge on the top here. You can either use like right here, and use the top edge of the bottle cap, or you can use the bottom edge, but you want to go in here. I'm going to tell you something. Do you ever notice right here is called the TMJ, right? Well, this is where we hold anger, okay? Lots of it, like, oh, I'm so mad at you. And then when you don't say things, like just how people have to get these mouth guards made because their jaw doesn't line up. Guess what? It's scar tissue. You have a knot in here. Look at, I've had so many people come to me that have a mouth guard made because they have to readjust their jaw. And guess what? We'll work on them for 15 to 20 minutes on this side, and it's balanced, and they don't need it anymore. This world has gone nuts. Okay, so now, here we go. So you're going to work on right from here, 1 inch to 1.25 inches out. Come right around the ear, okay? And you're going to go in there, and you could even use the bottom of a, like a hot sauce bottle. And it's better to have more of a sharper edge and go in here and start grinding it up. You are going to feel so many ropes, crystallization, and calcium, displaced calcium around here because we need to open this all up. Look at, the older you get, the more stiffer you get. The stiffer you get, the more you lose your hearing, the more you lose your eyesight, the more you lose your breathing, the more you lose your muscle range, okay? So now we're going to go around here and we're going to go all different directions and really go in there. And you're not going to hurt yourself. The things that I teach you, you're not going to hurt yourself. I did a one-a-day yesterday about your lungs, okay? And a really great protocol. And I have this lady type in there, and she goes, I'm getting in touch with the FDA and I'm calling my governor on you. Really? People have been using silver since thousands of years. You know what? I want to just say this to all the people out there that have totally lost themselves. If I say something new to you, okay, if I say something new to you you've never heard before, can you stop freaking out and ask yourself, am I trying to hurt you or love you? Okay, so let's just chill it out. Okay, so now we're going to go in here. We're going to break all this up all the way around and all the way back. You'll feel it. You'll feel the crunchies in here. I'm going to use, what I use is I put structured moringa oil all around the area and into the TMJ you want to work because guess what? You can believe it or not believe it, but right here, you'll find that you have a knot in your TMJ area. And that knot, believe it or not, that scar tissue will actually grow roots, just like a tumor, just like a fibroid. That's what happens. So you're going to break all that up. Okay, now once you've done that, oh, you're going to love this part. Everybody's going to think Dr. Wolfe has lost it now. Then what you're going to do, okay, and I'm going to tell you, I don't have to break this up anymore because I've done all that, but I do this at least 5 times a week. It's called clapping. And you can buy a clapper on my website and at Doc of Detox. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing a whole clapping session. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of exercise techniques, and I'm going to show you how to clap your whole body. And when you start clapping your body, okay, if you get red color, that's okay. That just shows there's some dis-ease in there. If you get purple, that means that you've got tissue death. Did you hear what I said? If you get black when you go and you clap an area, that means that there is tissue death. That means the tissues are disintegrating. Let me tell you something. So here's society. Don't touch yourself, don't touch each other. Oh, and for God's sakes, don't go in and get rid of the crystallization and the scar tissue and the displaced calcium. Let's all just get sick. Why don't we? Understand, the more you increase your circulation, the better you're going to be. And that's why I'm going to be teaching this class, but you're going to have to opt in. This is not going on YouTube. This is only going to be for those that opt in, and it's going to be a 2-hour training session. I'm going to give you the best of the best. And when you leave from there, you are going to be so empowered. Because let me tell you something. Did you ever have people where they didn't even bang into anything and they bruise? Well, guess what? They're dying. Did you hear what I said? They have a blood disease so bad. Did you ever have people that hardly even touch them and they bruise? Guess what? They have tissue rotting and they have a blood disease. So you should be able to actually You can hit me as hard as you want. I'm not going to bruise. Okay? Did you ever see the difference between ripe fruit and rotten fruit? Well, guess what? We are becoming rotten to the core. So now let's go back to our story about the ear. So I'm going to clap, and I will clap. And you know what? It doesn't matter what anybody thinks anymore, because if I care what the majority thinks, I would be sick. And I'm not going to be sick. So the reality is I will clap from my neck up, because I have really intense days, but I enjoy myself, all right? But I will clap from the neck up 5 times a day, 5 times a week, okay? 5 days out of the week, and I'll do it for about a half an hour to 45 minutes, and I'll tell you something. It makes me feel amazing. So the things I do, I don't need your approval. I don't need anybody else's approval, because I'm going to take my life. I'm going to take my life back, and I'm trying to help you take yours, okay? So now we've taken the structured oil. We've gone in here. We've used the bottle work. We've done the one-shot bottle work. Then what we're going to do is and I will be showing this in a full video up on my do-it-yourself in YouTube, but not right now. This is just for you right now. And then we'll go and we'll do the clapping, because the clapping increases circulation, increases stem cell therapy. It increases everything. It brings you back to life, guys. Okay, so now after I've done that, then I'm going to lay down on my side, okay? And I'm going to do my right ear first, or the ear that's bothering me. And I'm going to lay on my side, and I'm going to take what's called silver bullet spray that we talked about with the lung nebulizing it with yesterday. We're going to take that, and we're going to do a pool of it in our ear, about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch. And we're going to lay on our side, and we're going to let it soak. Then we're going to grab our ear, and we're going to go about 6 times. We're going to grab it tight and really just give it a pull and go around here. And I'm going to tell you something. Wait till you hear the snap, crackle, pop. From the scar tissue, crystallization, displaced calcium. So 6 times counterclockwise, 6 times clockwise. After you've done that, remember that silver's still in the ear. You're going to lay on your side. You're going to get, if you own a Bioptron, you'll bring the Bioptron light close for about 5 minutes and shine that light right in. If you don't worry about it. Get yourself a towel, 3 layers thick. Run it under hot water, wring it out, put that hot pack on, still laying on your side, and leave it there for about 5 minutes. We want to warm everything up. Now that we've worked with the bottle, one-shot bottle work, now that we've done the clapping, now that we have the silver in there, think about the circulation and all the melting going on. And guess what silver does? It creates an environment that no viruses, no bacteria, no fungus can live in. And guess what? These are caves, and in a cave, you're going to get fungus. Yeah, I know, this is amazing, isn't it? So now you're going to let that soak and have that hot pack on. Then you're going to drain it. After you drain it, then you're going to take Bright Eyes fulvic drops. Now, why are you going to do that? Well, first of all, we use the silver bullet nano silver drops, and they go and create an environment that suffocates any type of microorganism that's not supposed to be in there, because we're supposed to have good bacteria only in the body, on our skin, in all the caves, everywhere, in our bowel. Just we have 500 trillion good bacteria running around in our body and on our body. So anyways, we're going to put this in, do another pool, put the hot pack back on, do another pool of Bright Eyes, put the hot pack back on, and then you're going to leave that on for 5 minutes, and then you're going to dump that out. Now, once you dump that out, you're going to take what's called ear clear. Okay, I am telling you that our essential oils and our products are the best that you're going to find. They really are. I put my heart into it. This is called Ear Clear. It's an essential oil, okay, with oils, okay, with St. John's wort, and it's not going to hurt you. And understand something. Guess who has tinnitus like crazy? Me. I can't stand EMF. I don't even need dairy to make me go scary. So I will do this when I go to bed every night. But last night I did the whole formula because I was ringing in my ears. Yeah. But like I told you, it's the EMF. It's the 5G. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's the 3G, but just wait till 5G, because guess what? We are frequency beings. And remember, when you hear someone, you're hearing a frequency. So when you've got all of this Wi-Fi and cell phones, guess what? It's knocking your ears apart. So everybody's going to need to do this if they want to protect their hearing and not go deaf or be in pain. So now I'm going to take what's called Ear Clear, and I'm going to stay on my side still, and I'm going to take, you know, last night I didn't put 1 drop. Just do 1 drop, and then see how you feel. But last night I probably put about 3 to 5 drops in, okay? And I did both ears last night. So that is the protocol. And understand something. You can believe this or not, but by using Wolfe Non-Surgical, where we use our elbow, go through here, around here, do this protocol using a Biotron light, using our Tesla, and using Avicen. When people come here, we reverse people's hearing that haven't heard for 1 or 2 years. Did you hear what I said? They haven't even heard, or they've got hearing aids, and they leave them with us. We've got children that their parents will call, and the kids are screaming. They can't sleep at night. Their ears are killing them, right? Instead of getting tubes in their ears, getting your kids on antibiotics, it's all just it's a power play. It's a power play. Get you to do the dairy. Now your ears hurt. So now you don't know what to do. So now you're going to do antibiotics. But if they don't work, then we'll get tubes in the kids' ears. Oh, and by the way, dairy causes diabetes in children. Whatever. So the reality is, if you think it's all about the coronavirus, I'm sorry, it's not. If you think it's about 5G, I'm sorry, it's not. If you were to pull back all the curtains, you'd be shocked. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on giving you these. I'm going to keep on giving you protocols that you can start taking your power back and making yourself feel better. Because no matter what you do in life, it's all about feeling good. And you know what? I don't care what they say today to try to scare me. I'm not scared. It's sunny out, and even if it wasn't, I'm going to have a sunny, beautiful day. And you can believe this or not believe this. I don't care where you live, what your beliefs are, or who you are. I love you. Love yourself well, okay? And if you want, call. I'll give you my book free. There's no time to waste. You call, you only have to pay the shipping. I'll give you my book free, all right? And I'll even put in a Braveheart love band. Okay, 3, 2, 1, I got this. Because if you don't start doing things to remind yourself that you are the power, you are the practitioner, and that you are totally loved, then we will get ourselves in trouble. Have the best day of your life, and just remember something. Your power remains in the present. God bless.